Once you get your tickets in the bucket. Any other tickets? Put them in the bucket. Once you have your tickets in the bucket, there's the problem of the day.
Okay, C equals cars, C equals clothes.
We got one more
What does C equal? Hurry up and interstitial. What is that? I'm pretty sure he didn't say his. Oh, cost. That makes sense.
Okay, let's go, let's go. Chromebook should be down. I started a minute ago. I should be able to listen.
I want to get I feel what? Oh, yeah,
I don't know. Shh, boys and girls. We gotta try and solve this. Also, any of you have the color run slip that you guys were handed yesterday?
What color?
Some of you don't have to worry about it. I'm asking the people who got it yesterday. If you didn't get it, then don't worry about it. Oh. One square two is added to a number. The result is equal to. Go ahead and actually solve it. You shouldn't need calculators for this one. Should not. No, Raven, try again. get the answer. If you can't write the equation, you should be able to at least get the answer. For expression. You can only use M and C.
Can you keep two of the numbers the same? And you want it to be you and I at 0.05 I must check. I don't know 11. No, then yeah, 11. Is this right, Mr. Stitcher? 0.05 times n plus 1. That's a lot of those things. Equals answer.
Or C for cost.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here we go. First thing, let's just solve the problem first, then we'll worry about writing the equation after that. So how do you compare how much it's going to cost them to rent this car for that many miles? Okay, so first things first, 341 times 0.05, okay, which comes to 17 something. Should be. So this equals 17. I'll just write it over on the side, I suppose. So we got room. Now what do I have to do with that? Add 45 to it. So you're saying I can add 45 to this whole equation here, right?
But you put that in parentheses.
Not technically, but you can, yes. Because multiplication always comes before addition anyways. Okay. When you add this together, how much was the cost? 6205, right? That's my dollar sign. Very bad dollar sign. Okay, now let's give letters to put equals 62.05 up here. Okay, C, which one of those numbers is cost? Out of those 1, 2, 3, I guess there's 4 numbers there. Which one of those numbers deals with the cost? Mason? Nope. Haley? The 6205. That is your cost. That's how much you're going to pay. Okay? The other one is miles. Which one of those numbers deals with miles? Ashton? 341. Okay, so we should use M, but remember, multiplication we should write it the other way. Should be 0.05 M. Then what do we have to have? There's one more thing we need in this equation. Nope, because 341 would be the M. That'd be the miles. Plus 45. Doesn't matter really, but you'll see it written. Okay, that's your equation you should have had. That one actually has a multiplication and an addition in it. Okay. Last one here, I'm going to show you a way to do this. Real simple, although you'll spend a lot more time on this next year when you're trying to solve for an X.
Is this one supposed to be higher than
Yeah. Okay, you're adding a number, right? It says 142 plus a number, added to a number, right? So I'm going to use n for number. That has to equal 64 more than 3 times that number. So 64 more means addition. 3 times the number. 3n. Okay. If you don't know, if you use guess and check, that's fine. I'm going to show it this way real quick. Okay, good. You guys can check it.
No, I didn't.
Here's how you can solve this. You want to get all the n's on one side, all the numbers on the other. Okay, minus 64, minus 64. Okay, 64 minus 64 cancels out, becomes nothing, right? There's nothing there. Okay. What's 142 minus 64, please? 78. Now remember I said I want to get the ends all to one side, so I'll subtract this one. Do the same to that side. Just like ratios, what you do to one, you must do to the other. 2n. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is to do what? Dividing by 2. So what's 78 divided by 2? 39 is the answer. Because you divide this side by 2 and this side by 2. N equals 39.
Okay, yeah, I was lost. I needed 39.
Huh? I love algebra. But
Oh, wait, so 49 plus 1
it's right.
is not equal.
It's-
Substitute.
What do you mean?
It can't be right. It says 140. Who is that number?
What's that number?
The result has to be equal.
Yeah, what's 142 plus 39?
181.
Okay.
Okay, what's 3 times 39? Plus 64. So they are the same.
Yeah. it is.
You got 181 and 181. They're the same.
Oh, okay, that's just. I know.
It's not that.
Yeah.
You guys are way overthinking it.
Okay, here's what you're gonna work on today. Alright? Again, we have. Good morning, Ms. Lowe's. Again, we kind of have like a packet thing, but the packet thing is all the questions for this thing. I guarantee you we're not gonna get through all of it today. Guarantee it. Almost positive. If you do, you're gonna impress me quite a bit. Okay? Huh?
So mine is done.
No, you didn't impress me at all. I'd be disappointed if you didn't get through it all.
Probably won't get
Wait, you must say your paper casting out 101 class at the university.
I know, he's
Pretty
doing
bad.
pretty good, I know.
Didn't know I had that one.
Oh, he failed, that's right.
Oh, you can't count. Way to go, Logan. Nice job. All right.
Like, do you have to write it down?
You don't even have it, you
Okay, are we ready?
Guys.
Okay. This rule, it says, if you look at A, it says study the rule. I even bolded it for you so it hopefully stood out. Okay. Anyone have any idea what that rule is? It says study the rule. What rule are they even talking about? Might help if you actually read it. FYI. It says study the rule. What rule are they even talking about here? Give everyone a second to read it if they'd like. Evan, what do you think the rule is that they're talking about? Okay, that's not really the rule. That's a pattern that's going on for the number of people in the group, but that's not really the rule. Nice try though. Anyone else think they know what the rule is? He said that he knows that it goes up by 4 every time. And I said that's a good pattern to notice, but that's not really the rule that they're talking about.
Oh, I thought we were just
Okay, Richard, what do you think the rule is they're talking about? Speak up a little bit, please. Okay, that is very important. It says in a little paragraph groups larger than 3 people. That is very important. Okay? Because all the groups on the table, are they all larger than 3 people? Okay? So my question is, how are you going to find out the price for those groups?
It's on there. Read.
How are you going to find the price for those groups?
Some of you stop relying on your neighbor.
That may relate to your rule, FYI.
It's stated.
Alex Perry, what do you think? Okay, so what is it going to cost them to go? Is that for the group or is that per person? It's going to cost them $50 a person to go? So you can have 100 people and they're still only going to charge you $50.
There's 10.
That would be a great.
Oh,
What does the rest of the rules say?
yeah, you got to read the fine print.
The paper says it's too small.
That's twice.
You're right, Josie and Alex. You must read the fine print. Yes, it's $50, but they're also charging $10 a person.
That one's $54.
Okay. So just as a quick hint, right? You don't have to do these ones in your table, but if 2 people went and they could have got the group rate, if 2 people would have went, what would they have paid to go? If 2 people could have went for that group price. So you got the $50 plus the $10 per person. If 2 people went, how much would they have had to pay to go? Mr. Mason in the front here?
70.
70. How'd you get 70 real quick?
It's 50 plus
2 more 10s. Very good, right? Understand? Okay. So I'll tell you right now, to do this table, do you think you're going to use this price or that price? I like how y'all say that. Yes. The special group price is the one you're going to use. So you're going to use that price to figure out the table. Then with that table, what do you think you're going to have to do with that nice little graphic? Okay. After that graph, it says describe the pattern. Okay. Between them. If you can write the equation for this, that'd be like writing the pattern. I'll tell you right now, the equation is kind of like the problem of the day that we just had, where it was maybe multiply by something and then add or subtract something like that. Okay. Probably more than one operation going on. Right? Any questions? Okay. All the questions in the book are actually on this paper. Again, so luckily for you, all the questions are actually just, most of them actually are printed on this paper. Yes, John? What do you mean a knife?
Wow, what do you need to know?
I-
No, we have plastic.
All I have is a plastic knife right now. Dude, go in the resource. No, go in the resource room. And under the microwave, the farthest one over, pull that open. There's like plastic silverware in there. I could give you a scissors.
Yeah, that's great.
So, any questions on this? I hope by today you can at least get the whole front side done of making the table graphic, making the second table, and hopefully maybe even you can graph that second table. We'll see.
Where do we grab this again? Partners, we never work.
If you want to, you can work with someone at your table. Okay.
It's for sale now.
So I'll look at you right now. I'm using my pen, my good pen. Shame on you. Oh, make sure you got the tape. Go grab it. Eraser? I don't think I have an eraser. Oh, yeah.
So Elijah's supposed to take this down to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got more, so I can take them all down today. And that just reminds me, I forgot to do something in this class. No. Can we pause for a second, please? 5th graders, you don't have to listen to this. 6th graders, you have to listen up.
6th graders, I should be up.
If you remember, you had to kind of select what specials you want for next year, right? So you had to kind of choose. They're gonna see if there's interest in another one. So they're gonna just see if you guys, if there's enough people willing to maybe want it, then they're gonna offer it. And that class is guitar lessons, learning to play a guitar. Okay, and it's a good opportunity because if you were to take guitar lessons, it's going to cost your parents quite a bit of money. So this would be a class on learning how to play a guitar, different types of guitars. And no, you do not need a guitar to take it. They'll have guitars. If you have your own, they said you could bring it. Okay.
Is this like Anna?
So all you have to do is put your name on it and check, yes, I would like to take it, or no, I will pass. I don't want to take it. That's all you have to do. Elijah?
Is it adding 4 other sessions?
You would, like, if you sign up for baby choir, I don't know, you can take this one instead. You don't know if you have them yet, do you? Oh yeah, you did register.
Wait a second,
So,
what are choices?
Oh, yes.
yeah, well, I don't, yeah, you
Explain it to me later. He doesn't even
Then you talk to them.
Wait, I'm just faster.
I'm not sure yet.
Here you go.
I'll come around and collect them here in just a second once I'm done passing them out.
So here's the rationale to Miss Hamlet's craziness. Because you eat sausage, you chop sausage in your lunchbox, apparently she's seen you have a sharp knife.
I have.
Okay, but I said, you
But
must
not
have
today.
brought sausage today.
No.
She says, but he brings it every day. I said, well,
Not
apparently
every
not
day.
today.
I got chicken patty today.
Yeah,
Can you please fill that up?
So what is the,
A chicken
what
patty.
is the option?
Is that a complete
Like,
You went one way to the contrary? Wait,
No.
make sure you write your name. Let's go. Mason, are you finished with that? Very good.
select this right No. I just want to see if there's enough interest.
Elijah, shut What do you Yes, you can. All right, let's go. Get back onto your table. You need to do some math to figure out the table. You cannot just guess.
Why would you have? Why would you add?
I didn't say that.
You said add.
Yes, you're ready. Yes. All right, what's next one? You might have to do some math.
If you need to get a calculator, you can. $50 plus what? That's what? So how much does it cost for 40 people? 15 plus $10 per person. Dog drops it. And then you can start at 96. That's showing that you're skipping them. Check that with the rule. $50 plus $10 a person. Check out that rule. Make sure that's actually double. Yeah, they doubled the $50. They doubled the $50. No, that's like that flat rate. You should. Yeah. If you double 90, that means you double the 50 and the 40.
Oh.
That looks better. Graph, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's really going up how much per person. Why is it going up by 40? It's not, they're not charging $40 per person.
Admission to Wild Rose to Promise.
I messed that up.
You only get 16.16 tries.
Graph.
So what do we got, boys?
When you P1, look at the table, it doesn't go up by the same amount every time.
You got 90, 130, 170.
At the very bottom. No, B.
So what are you gonna?
Did you do that table already? Did you notice that it doesn't go up by the same amount of times? I did it.
So why do you, Richard, you said you didn't have your right?
Well, but I didn't do it like that at first. I thought it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, so then I grabbed it too.
So my question is, how'd you get the number that you got?
Wait.
Makes sense to me. And then the next one, I guess, you do that. And then add it. Yeah. Right? Did you hear what Richard said?
Keep going.
So how did Richard say he got the one for 80? He didn't just double the 90. Right. It wasn't 40 though. That would have got you the first one of 90. And I see you, it looked like you doubled that one, right? And then you would have doubled that for 16. It doesn't just double.
Okay. So they're taking that.
But they did it, I think, the break though, technically, so they technically did it correct.
Oh.
They actually gave me a show.
Oh,
If you do that, you can do the break. But otherwise, yes, did wrong. They would zero and then you go on a little break.
Okay, you're lucky.
Okay, you're lucky.
Oh, they all of them will come.
They just copied it.
10.
Whoa, 10.
Okay,
Why is it
well,
going down?
now, what are you gonna count over
Because
here?
the more highs, then the less you have is the 20-second card.
Yep, I would, yep, so start at 0, count by 50, that would be good, because that's the stat,
Okay,
okay?
read the graph.
Okay, so how did they tell you?
You can, and I'm just spread out a little for you, yep, you get your numbers.
We finished the first
Where did it
page.
come from? I know the 50 came from, that came from there. Okay, so then try the next one.
Can't believe
Use that same idea he told you for
Wait, no,
the
that's
board.
what
Can
you're.
I see this?
That's okay. It is tiny.
Before you go on, I want you to see if you can write the equation for the.
So now, that was the y data, how would
I
you
want
count
you to
by
try
this
and write
data?
the equation for it.
I know.
Well,
what
then
it is.
practice, try writing the equation for it.
It is the equation.
Remember, it said it's gonna look like the
You
usual
could,
problem.
but usually you don't wanna count by the data that's here, so
Yeah,
what
very
would
good.
you count by?
Come on, keep going.
If you don't wanna count by the fours, what would be another representation?
Good job.
You can count by fours, cause that's an even amount.
You got it, Lynn. Keep going.
50 times 10 times 50.
Doesn't have to be, remember.
Yes, it does. Then you graph is just the next.
Multiplication always comes before addition. You're like the ocean. Salt. Salt Lake.
Have a big picture.
It is something. And then
What do you got? Compare with Lynn and see if you can agree on your answer. 15 equals. Good.
Solve for 20 anyway.
Yeah, and now we're on the. You read them. I don't know how to do that.
Yep, make it the graph.
You can't actually start.
That'll work. So she runs. Why are you just telling? You're just telling. The equation. So what is, okay, R stands for rise, P stands for. So each right costs 6 times. You're gonna do 6 times R equals. What? How many points did you start with?
So what are you gonna end with?
You can't, 6 doesn't go in the middle.
Yeah, it goes, it's 16 like 6.
So your equation.
It goes
You're on
copy.
for copy. This equation's not right. You're partially right. You're fully. You will do 6 times R, but there's one more thing in there that you need. You'll figure it
This
out.
can't be right,
I also want you to write the equation for this one up here.
because you're telling me at 16, I'm way up.
I want you to try it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, try and fail, and then try and fail
I
again,
mean, this is your
and then try and fail
y.
again. Yep.
So R, you can plug your
Yep.
like that. They're like, close.
You didn't do this correct. That's why your numbers are way too high. This makes no sense.
So you look at the
You're telling me out of this one,
then you're
graph,
up by
only have
4,
4
you
points.
get back on the spot.
You have to grab all of this. And these are not correct. Where's your calculator?
R
We're gonna go up by 100.
Okay, then get your
Yeah, you get
computer
the
open.
four.
She can
R,
It only goes up to 40. Right?
R minus.
Yeah, these are not right.
I don't know what R minus.
Try something.
I can help you out. See, it's not building.
R minus 6.
On your lap. That's how it goes out. Okay, so now we're gonna find this next one.
R minus 6.
How do you find this? Not times. You need to do the addition part first.
If you use 2 letters, that means
Order of
you
operation.
like things together. That's why I then
Okay, so what are you gonna do here? Well, I guess you could do this one.
test it out. Go back to your table now.
So what would this be?
So test it out for one ride.
Do what you were doing. Let me see.
Right.
I know why you got it.
So R is 1, right? 1 minus 6 is -5. Is that what you got? Nope.
Okay. 130, so it's not 110. Right, 130.
Had that right, minus 6. Okay, now how are you gonna write that in the equation?
It's not 120. Oh, yes. Okay, so what do you think?
So. You never change both.
No, R and P are still fine.
Okay, it doesn't matter what you were doing, but put the right.
Then I can do
Because you're gonna do
Yeah,
this
you will,
much.
besides
Hurry up.
the P part.
So 6 minus 5.
The next thing you have to recognize that that makes no sense.
It's gonna have to be like something
Hi, you're
times
gonna
R
see.
times the root of
Right,
right,
that's the next one.
times. No, yeah. Number of rides. Number of rides times.
There you go. Now that looks a little better, right? And
Yeah.
as soon as, Mason, as soon as you saw that big jump from like a U at 300 miles per hour, that should have sent you a little message. We're only
I'll give you a hint.
So that should have sent you a little
When you start off,
Okay, next one.
you need to have that in your equation, because that's how you started off. That was your starting point.
So 100 minus.
You're right so far. Something.
100 minus 6. Yeah, 100 minus 5 because that.
Okay, try it out.
100 minus.
So if you rode 1 ride, 100 minus 1, that's 99. Is that what you
100
had?
minus and then in parentheses, ride minus 6.
Okay.
Okay, so you.
Rides minus 6, that was -5, remember?
Yeah, just take it.
100 minus 8. 100 minus.
I'll take you
You see a pattern here?
this.
100 minus ride times 6. 100 minus ride minus 6. 100 minus
You guys said it
ride.
already. Josie said it already.
100 minus ride times 6.
Test it out.
Yeah, that's right. 100
Test it out.
minus ride times 6. Ride 1 times 6. Yeah.
Always test the equation out.
That was a hard one.
Remember, you technically need those, Josie. How does the cost per ride appear in the equation?
I think I got it right.
6,000 J N is number of what? Okay. P is price. That would work for that one. Yeah.
See, this is different equation.
Don't share. Don't share.
Now you gotta fix that one.
This one is really hard. This equation.
You're showing your. Which one is your X then and which is your Y?
This one.
And you probably remember that.
You like to figure it out.
Okay, so I want you to show me the dot 490.
What do you try?
He gave us an eight. It's right on the pass.
No, is that one of the pages?
No, that's, they're on the.
No,
Never mind. So you have like the much more likely. That should
Eddie,
be one
what
of
have you
the
tried so far? Okay, try something and then fail. Try something and then fail, and then one more time, try something.
Oh, yeah, we failed like three.
Yep, fail to the back, sure.
This one, this one right here, that's
Close.
like 17. I did already.
What is your draft? What's the next one? All those things you have there will be in it.
Josie, we might finish that. You know what? Can you erase my 100? Yes.
Oh, yeah. So what pattern do you notice? No. I would have never found that pattern. What's the price going up by every time?
At 28.
You know why it's going up by
It
4?
should be at 3.
What's making it go up by 4 here?
Then at 23.
No, you don't.
Ah,
What's this one?
good combo there. Point to the 10,
If you skip
and
28
then it's going up by 4 every
32.
time, so really 4 times and it's 40.
Remember you missed
That's
it.
why it's going up by 4 here.
Count by 20, count by 2
Yeah.
or 4. Oh, I see what you did, 32. Okay, then you're not on this line. Because this is next line. 32.
Can you go?
Oh, yeah, you thought this 37.
Ava!
You test it out.
36.
Well, you'd be able to tell real quick if it's right around if you test it. Go back to your table and test it. Put a number for R.
Are you at 0?
So you still technically go up. Because zero's in that corner. So you still start at 0. I did a very good one like that.
So it goes straight. Okay, so now you gotta do those. I just want those. And you don't want to say.
Did it work? Very nice.
So what happens with this pattern? And there's something you should know this pattern.
Your equation there.
What do you feel about space?
How is the cost per item? Isn't that the number of rides?
Do they increase by the same amount?
No.
What's the difference between this and this?
How much is it per ride?
90 and 130. What's the difference between
Where's that showing up in your equation?
You're 130 minus 90 is 100. So they just asked you.
And she what?
What's the difference between
That's not even close to the bottom.
Yeah, but why don't you jump over here? What's the difference between 50 and 90? And what do you think of both of these two? So how change?
Manny, what do you got? What'd you come up
Okay,
with?
but you kind of guessed.
We did it wrong.
Increasing by 40.
Why not?
Josie, we have to stop. That's you. That has to start right back. So add
It's
you sure it works
increasing
that
back. Yes,
Oh, you want to
yes, exactly.
China tested it out? Now we're trying to
Girls,
figure
they
it out.
asked this, what have you been doing?
That's right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen over there, ladies, are you sure you labeled the number of rides and points in the car by X and Y? Did you put the number of rides on the X or the Y?
Okay, I'm right. I talked about this.
Yeah. Did you put the number of rides on the X or the Y?
Put the number of rides.
The bottom one? So you got 0 to 15 down there?
Oh, no, we put it at the Y.
Is it listed in the table first or second?
Oh, no. You ain't playing those kind of games.
I ain't playing a game, I'm telling you the truth.
So we have to agree. And we got this one wrong too. No, we didn't.
Number of groups should be on the X.
I did that. Yep, that's not what we did. I did come out here. You know what we're gonna keep it. He knows what.
That's a trick question. Can you write the equation for this one?
It's the same like that.
Write that one. And then write the, so you can write,
We're gonna keep it.
right, well, this one they gave you the equation. So you already did it for that one, so that was that one. This one just, you have to write, I want you to write the equation.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Wanted to keep it, but
Oh, very cool. Put 0 here, and then you put one big, very cool. You say Mississippi or Mr.? You said Mr. The last thing I wanted that girl them to do is I want you to write the equation for this one. I didn't ask you to, just write it along the side. And then we're good. Yep. Well, you have to tell me what B is, what R is. Remember, you only have 2 letters. What is B? What do you use for B?
Why?
Would you walk by Q?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your friend,
You are.
my graphic. That is 40 and
Are you still stuck on the equation? Yeah. So,
I have my big chunk.
4.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Richard, you have this $8. What are your 2 variables? Can you identify number of rides? What is your equation equal? Deciding number of rides or the points? You're very. No, you can't just what? You can't just do 100 minus 1, right? That doesn't get you 90. I guess I can say, guys, but you're right. It's 100 minus something. Alright, right there, so you forget. So you're right, it's 100 minus something. But it's not just that. How much did you say this is going down by? I like it. Because didn't you do the grading? We'll test it out. Okay, and see it's number right. So what is 6 times 1 is? 100 minus 6 is? There's your equation. Nice job. I don't know what you're doing. I want to hear the equation for this. So I guess we'll have Three, two, one. Hey, have a seat. Shh. I'll wait till I see people's eyes that are ready. Okay, this table is the first one you had to do. Okay. Now, what did you have for the first value here for 4, Richard? 90. Now, I saw a lot of people at first say, oh, 4, that's half of 8, so this one must be 180. Is that right, wrong? What do you think? Why does it not work like that? Why can you not double it, Taya? It makes sense you would, because 4 is double 8, or 4 is double 8. 8 is double 4, so why can't you just double it, Mason? Ah, very good. You'd be doubling the 50, right? We call that our constant, right? It's not changing. No matter what, you're getting
You
charged
could double it
50
and
bucks.
then minus 50.
You could. You could have doubled it and minus the 50.
That's awkward.
Which is what? You should have had what? 130. And then what did this table go up by every time for the price? 40, right? So it'd be like 170, 210, 250, 290, 330. That's a 0. Okay, something like that. All right. Here's one of the things. And then when you're to graph that, I had a couple people mix these up. Which one of these goes on X and which one goes on Y? You got number and group and price. Which one goes on which? Which is X and which one's Y, Olivia? Very good, because remember we said the first thing in the table is the X.
Why does it even matter?
It does, because remember they're independent, dependent. They have to go in a certain spot. Which one of those are independent, which one's dependent? Well, she kind of did, right? Because if you know which one's X, you should know which one's which. Ashton? You say independent, very good. So here's our independent, and price is dependent, because the price depends on how many people. Very good. Okay, this one you did not have to do, it did not tell you to, but I want to see what you guys come up with. I want the equation for this table. Some of you who got done early figured it out for me. I want you to write the equation for this table. The equation for this problem. It didn't tell you to do it, but I want you to try and figure it out right now. And I'll give you a hint. How would you figure these out? That will help me. So before someone gives me the equation, I want someone to tell me, we'll do, I don't care, 8 for right now. How would you find that out? How would you know what 8 was? Alex, how did you find out what 8 was? Yeah, how'd you know it was 130? Okay, but that's not an equation. I want an equation to find it out, not just add 40. Because sometimes it's not going to be just adding the same number every time. Some tables are going to really stink and not be the same pattern the whole time. Richard? Ooh, Richard, nice job. 8 times 10 plus 50. And that equals our 130, right? Very good. Okay? Now, again, just like the problem of the day, relate your variables to the number. Here we have number of people and price. I'll use N for number of people and P for price. Okay? So Landon, which one of these numbers here, the 8, 10, 50, or 130, is the price? 130. So our equation should equal P. And Bella, which one is the number of people or number of group? 8. So instead of 8, we should put N, right? And it should be 10N. Very good.
Explain why it's 10N, because that's somewhere.
I didn't have N in my equation.
Well, you could have used P for P. Well, you can't use 2 P's.
You explain 10N, because somewhere not in here.
Okay. Who can tell me why is it 10N? And that's a good question because the table goes up by 40, so I can see why some people maybe would think it's 40N.
Well, they just counted, not necessarily knew that it was 28 times 10 plus 50.
I'll tell you right, like I said earlier, don't just assume that it's a pattern, just keep going up by the pattern. Because what if because I will do this on tests, I guarantee you I'll do this. I won't have this 36, I maybe have this 42. And if you keep going up by that same pattern, you're going to get the table wrong. Okay, don't just go up by the pattern every time. I know it works for right now, but it's not going to always work. So why is it 10N? Kylie, I haven't heard from you today.
Because because whatever the number is, you have to times it by 10.
And where did the 10 come from again?
Because it's $10 for every person.
$10 for every person. So my question now is, why does this table go up by 40 every time instead of 10? If it's $10 per person, why does this table not go up by 10 every time?
Lisa, you knew this one. This.
Remember, Mason? Why does the table go up by 40 every time instead of 10? If it's 10N.
It's in your PDF.
What do you have for B? You can just read it to us if you'd like.
Goes up by 40.
Because you want mine?
So it goes up by 4. Why, Mason? What did you tell me? What's increasing by 4 every time?
People.
Yeah, people. It's going up by 4 people every single time.
I know that's what over here, Rich, you guys are talking about too, right? That's why it goes by 40 because it's going up by 4 people every time. 4 times 10 is the 40. Okay. And that 10N, what's that 10 mean again? We put in our notes the other day. That 10 is the what? It is the coefficient. It's also the what?
Listen, guys.
Rate of change. Rate of change. That's how much it's going up by. Okay. And remember, I said yesterday, I touched on it, that when you get up next year, that is also known as the slope of the line. Okay. So it's kind of weird. It's more than one thing. It's also the slope of the line. That tells you how steep the line
Well, you
is.
guys can see the slope in your line. When you plotted your points, you saw your line going up, down, or sideways. Which way did it go? Up. That's your slope of your line. So it makes sense if you think about what you're doing.
Big thing when you graph this. When you graph this, technically, what did your table start at? What did your table start at, Raven? Well, what was the point? 490, right? So you technically should not have started at 0, 0. Okay? Because remember in the problem it said anyone less than 3 people could not get the group discount. So you had to have 4 or more people. So your graph.
You can leave your table has a 0 in it, but you can't start your point at 0.
Right.
So some of them are erased.
So technically your graph should have started at
It's a little break.
490 and then went up. Okay, and as a thing, could I have just copied 0, 90, 130, 170, 210, 250, all those going up? Why not, Isabel? Shook your head no right away, why not?
She doesn't know why.
Can someone tell me why you can't just copy those down? Unless you did something special, which some of you asked me about. Why can't you just copy 90, 30, 170, 210, 250? Why can't I just copy them down the way they are? Really?
Because they don't go up at, yeah.
Was up at 90.
They don't go up the same every time, right?
The sign is.
Here you would have jumped from 0 to 90 and then went up by 40 every time. Okay, if you're going up by 40s, what should you have started with? 40, right?
But that's just going to 90.
It doesn't have to go into 90.
40 does if you want to go.
You could have went by hundreds if you wanted to. It doesn't have to go into 90.
See, and I think that's where you guys are getting confused. Your points should not be your exact line.
Oh, yeah.
Truthfully, on a graph, you wouldn't have seen those numbers. You probably would have seen them go up by 50s
Or hundreds,
or
but I would have done one or
hundreds.
two.
Is probably what they would have. So what you guys are getting confused is you think that what's on the table is what needs to be in your X and Y increments.
Oh.
That's not right. We're not gonna see tables like that. You're gonna see that data and you're gonna see it going up by 2s maybe, or 5s or 10s, 25s. So that's what you gotta get out of your mind.
And I'll guarantee you the one on the test is probably not going to be nice like that, where it's going to go up and say, I'll probably skip numbers. Okay, Josie, question?
So if you do the break thing, do you only have to do it once
Between the 0 and the 90.
Last-
and you don't have to do it between the 0 and the 4?
Because you're going up by 4 every time. 0, 4, 8, 12.
Oh.
Can someone tell me quick, 6th grader, what's going on tomorrow in here? Can someone remind me? 5th grader even remembers, even though you guys are going to be here for it. Elijah? Is it going in your grade book? No. Okay, that's tomorrow. Make sure you have a calculator going in the calculator.
We don't have any more in
No
there.
nothing.
We have no calculators in there. If you do not, you guys are stolen them all.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Not here.
Hey, Mr.
I know that means someone has stolen.
Here, want to keep mine? There you go, thanks.
But I would suspect.
It's on your desk.
It's over because you guys take them first, then open them back. Drop your fingers. Two napkins right here, half. It's on your table. Put it down. Sorry.
Elliot, can you bring the color on the thing back? I know you still have to bring it. Basically, that.
The color run thing, if you don't bring your permission to go back, you will not run your color run. You
Do you
will
have
be
it or
sitting
no? You
inside.
Okay, so you
You better bring it back. Like, what gosh? I don't get it. Okay, did you see this email John sent? John plan. So I don't know if I need to teach him or I need to teach the coder. Or you could touch up with them during my time.
Yeah, I think we should talk during, or I can talk to him during. I think. Right.
Okay, because I thought maybe if he
No.
does you
Right.
might you guys will see.
Because I'd like to see like what she is doing. 'Cause I don't.
Maybe I'll tell him, bring his stuff.
Right.
So that, like, if he's writing in a notebook or whatever, then, okay, so then maybe I'll just tell him today. Tomorrow, I have Carla here.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be sure I might go to the doctor for my eye. It's really.
Yours, is it from contacts?
I don't know. It kind of itchy and
You
swollen
take
on the
yours
bottom.
out every day?
Yeah, every day.
I don't, so that's why I know when mine is empty.
Well, I took them out last night, right when I got home. So maybe it's something with that, but you know, it's still bugging me.
But,
'Cause I took drop. I need to get some drops yet, so I started taking them last night just in
I
case I
have
wasn't
some,
being good.
I have some times, if you do like to put it, you probably will get rid of it.
Right. So it feels a little bit better, but it's so just
Yeah,
like
it does.
pressure down here. I'm like, oh,
So anyways, Carly is here, so when you do go to the doctor and you go in the morning or something, she's here and she can certainly administer a test for him.
well, that's right. Yeah, that'd be super easy tomorrow.
Exactly, you don't have to.
And no one should get pulled for it because
No,
see if they know, so no one gets it read to, no one nothing.
No, it is exactly what you truly know without any assistance.
Yep.
So I'll write it in there and I'll just put this is Jason maybe late or something, so I may tell her to come at like 8 or something down here, that way she's here for the students. It's good, you know, stuff.
Yeah, the worst thing is these aren't my real prescription anymore. They're like probably 2 years too old.
My green
So,
ones
like-
that I wear, it's different, my green ones I like, because they fit me better, my new ones, I just have to go easy, and adjust it, so every time I wear it, they fall down, and then it just pulls up my ear, it's like, oh,
Yeah, this I'm starting. I can tell I'm starting getting a headache because they're not.
they're not the right ones.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're not meeting because we're gonna do grades. So I gotta post grades here. Take that all out. Yeah, and I didn't want to put my contact in case it was pink eye, you know, and then I have to throw another one out. I'm down to one left, so I have to order more before I. Do you ever wear contacts or no?
I probably will once it gets back into the summer. It's definitely spending. I know it's really well, 6 months.
Are they that much more expensive than glasses? I guess glasses you
You buy them once.
can, right, you can just keep getting new lenses technically.
Frames are the cheap part.
Right. These are so old. I actually washed them today for the first time in like months.
See, the pair I had before this, like, were from like 7th grade.